Good evening and welcome in once again to Tijuca Tennis Club in Rio de Janeiro for tonight's Basketball Champions League America's Group B matchup between Boca Juniors of Argentina and Toros de Chiriquí of Panama. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Theta, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight wherever you're watching from. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel and FIBA's Courtside 1891. Andrew, Boca comes into this one having dropped a heartbreaker to Flamengo last night. Andres Ibargüen had a chance to tie the game with a free throw with less than a second remaining, but could not convert. If you are Gonzalo Perez, head coach of Boca Juniors in his first year, and the rest of that team, how do you bounce back on such a quick turnaround?
Well, it's a new day, Craig. Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. And the only person you can worry about is your opponent facing you on the other side of the court today. That's the mindset they need to compete today.
I like that. We should put that on a motivational poster of some sort. Toros de Chiriquí, meanwhile.
I have a feeling it's already there,
seen that
Craig.
somewhere. Yeah.
I might have come across
it. It's the last team to play a game in this window, so they have the advantage of having seen everyone, including Boca, play. Toros are an experienced team with a couple of American veterans and a couple of Panamanian national team members. Will they be able to take advantage of being fresh for this game, do you think?
Yeah, we've seen kind of a mixed bag of being fresh versus kind of getting a game in to get your legs under you. So verdict's not quite out yet on how that works out. Being able to scout another team, there's some advantages. I feel like at this juncture, you might be able to get a couple player tendencies. But in terms of a team tendency, I think a good amount of the teams that we've seen play so far, they still may be trying to figure that out themselves. So I don't know what advantage that poses quite yet. Yeah, we'll see. I think the freshness is probably more of a possible advantage in that scenario.
Just had a look at our officials for this game. Johnny Batista of Puerto Rico, Alan dos Santos of Brazil, and Edwin Quiles of Puerto Rico. There we see the starting lineup for Toros de Chiriquí. Guillermo Navarro, Adalberto Rojas, George Williams, Alejandro Grant, and Ezekiel Bell. Head coach for Toros, Joshua Chambers, assisted by Alberto Duque and Guillermo Navarro. A couple of very good players for Chiriquí, doing very well in the Panamanian League right now. Adalberto Rojas, 5th in scoring in LBP at 17.4 points per game. Guillermo Navarro leads the league with 6.8 assists per game. As we look at the starting lineup for Boca, it's going to be Facundo Pinheiro, Jose Vildosa, Marcos Delia in the starting lineup tonight, Sebastian Vega and Martin Cuello. In addition to Rojas and Navarro having success in the Panamanian League right now, the American Gregory Foster in 12 games, averaging 14.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. And the old man, Jaime Lloreda, leads the Panamanian League in rebounding at 12.5 boards per game. That is just astounding. I remember seeing him in 2017, maybe, in FIBA Central Basket, and he was a veteran back then. It's just fantastic to see Jaime Lloreda still in action and still playing at a very, very high level. Chiriquí based in David, Panama. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying he's representing for the old guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You always rebound.
If you can
box
jump.
Out, you know? Don't even need to jump. Just got to box out. Make sure he don't get it.
I guess. Toros,
Trust me, Craig. I've gotten some rebounds. Didn't have to jump for them. It wasn't my forte.
Toros, based in David, Panama. This is their first appearance in BCL America's play. They won the Panamanian League with an 8-2 record, but they are down 3-1 in the finals. One other American on the roster for Chiriquí, George Williams from Houston, Texas. One more game tonight after this one. We'll talk about that in a few moments. Toros win the tip, and we are underway. Williams handing it off. Outside to Grant. Grant, a long two-pointer, nothing but net. Coming up a little later on tonight, it's Instituto against CDC Leones, 10:10 p.m. local time in Cordoba, Argentina, 8:10 p.m. Eastern time in the USA. Vildosa, the nice feed to Delia underneath, and he draws the foul. That's going to be on Rojas, his first.
We've got a nice double screen there where the first screener pops out to the left side wing and draws the defender the help side, and then on that second screen they go to double or trap the ball handler. That allows our shoot at the line to roll to the basket and results in our current free throw situation.
Vildosa hits the first. Boy, just heartbreak last night for Boca Juniors. That one free throw ended up being the difference.
We discussed it somewhat then. They really shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. So,
right. Ezekiel Bell the rebound. Off the long outlet pass to Pinheiro. Bell scoring there. Actually, they gave that to Grant. He's got 4. Nice fake by Sebastian Vega. The take with the left hand and the lay-in. Game starting out like a track meet already. Toros with a 6-4 lead. Pull-up jumper is good. George Williams, the 34-year-old, gets his first 2 points. Williams from Wayland Baptist in 2012. Played all over Central and South America. He's played in Africa. Spent 2 seasons in LNBP in Mexico. Averaged about 15.5 points a game. And that's a very good league. Sebastian Vega scoring. He had 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists last night against Flamengo. The only blemish was a little bit of margarine on the mitts. He had 6 turnovers last night. Open 3 from the top of the key. That is good.
see, the last possession looked like he was toning it down a little bit to maybe try to avoid some of those turnovers.
Pinheiro caught it and shot it in rhythm. And Boca on top for the first time, 9-8. Here's Williams. Tried to feed Rojas, but it went off of his leg. Must have said it went off of Boca. 3 on the way. That missed by Guillermo Navarro. Pinheiro thought about that three again, got it inside instead to Delia, goes up over a pair of defenders, draws the foul. That foul is going to be on Alejandro Grant. Chiriquí is another one of those teams, Andrew, that doesn't have a lot of tweeners age-wise. You got Foster at 35, Rojas 38, Williams 34, Lloreda 44, and Grant at 31. And then you've got 24, 21, 20, 21, 20, and 25. So you got some guys who still haven't hit their primes yet. Some guys who are in their 30s, in Lloreda's case, in his 40s.
They're extending their primes.
Yes.
Just making them longer.
Ezekiel Bell with the strong drive. He draws the foul. That's going to be on Sebastian Vega. Yeah, Boca we talked about last night, the ages on their team. Cooper 32, Scala 33, Pinheiro 36, Delia 32, Vega 36, Cuello 31, Giorgetti 32, and then you've got 20, 21, Vildosa's 28, Ibargüen's 28, and then you've got Tiziano Prome at 19. So just a couple of tweeners for them.
Yeah, now right after you mentioned that yesterday, we had a dunk by Ibargüen. So let's see.
Yeah, we did. Well, he played a great game. Just that free throw at the end. He ended up being 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 20 points overall. That three missed everything. If it weren't for gravity, that might have missed the floor.
Yeah, he's a guy that doesn't make me. I don't know that he shoots many threes. So he definitely didn't last night. So all 20 points coming inside the arc. All 20 points, I believe, coming inside the paint. Or from the free throw line. Of course.
Mid-range jumper misses. Boca looking to extend this lead as we approach 6 minutes to play first quarter. Oh, nice dish to Delia. That was from Vildosa. And now Marcos Delia has 6. Already matches his output from last night.
I think
George
so
Williams.
far. Yeah, I think so far you're seeing Boca having the advantage in terms of what we said. They've already played, so they're running things a little more smooth, a little more crisp. However, the team's still staying in it, so they still have some time to kind of get their feel about them, their mojo.
Wow, Delia with the quick shot. Banks it in from straight on and draws the foul. Delia's got 8 points already.
Yeah, quick tip. Might want to get that guy to stop scoring. That would be that'd be helpful.
And now the leading scorer for Toros, Adalberto Rojas, has his second foul. Delia can't sink the free throw. So it remains a 4-point lead, 15-11. Williams. 3 on the way from Bell. That missed, and foul under the bucket. That's going to be on Delia. Oh, beg your pardon. Yeah, they held up 14. That was on Jaime Lloreda. Thought they were going the other way with it. So the foul on Lloreda, the 44-year-old Into the game now. If I tried to play basketball at 44, I would have needed one of those mobility scooters to get up and down the floor.
You've been so fast.
Quick pass and a quick pass and an even quicker shot by Sebastian Vega. And it's a 6-point lead now for Boca Juniors. Vega's got 6, and Joshua Chambers wants timeout. Boca looking very sharp in this one. Toros playing with a lot of energy, but they seem to be playing a little bit out over their skates. Maybe the excitement of getting into this tournament, playing the first game after watching everybody else play for 5 days.
You should say a prayer, ain't nobody praying for you. Cause if I want it, then it's mine, that's what I'm saying to you. If it ain't hard, you better leave. You try and cross me, then you dead to me. Cause I'm in the business of making enemies. And there's a good chance that you may never leave. You feeling comfortable, you should never be. Cause I bring the pain if we should ever meet. Tonight, you should really find a lifeline. Outlaws come alive in the nighttime.
My thought before the break there was that Toros seemed to be playing a little bit fast, a little bit excitedly. Trying to maybe do a little too much too quick.
Yeah, I was alluding to that earlier too. I think that when you play this whole like, here, you take the ball and do whatever you want, and then I'll take it next time, that prevents you from kind of getting into an offense that kind of spreads the ball around. And they're being relatively successful with that. So that's why I say if they can stay in the game with that, kind of settle the nerves and get into something that's a little more structured, they got a shot to stay in the game.
Shot clock at 5. Williams for 3. Back iron. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Ooh. I thought that went off Andres Barglin. Oh, they did change it. Did they initially signal it the other way?
No, they signaled it. They signaled it this direction to start. I'm with you. It does seem like
Gregory Foster into the game now for Chiriquí. He pulls up from 12 and hits. I'm not sure if that's his regular jump shot style, but he jumped and kind of kicked his legs up behind him. I can't think of which old school NBA player used to do that.
Isaiah Thomas? Or maybe Spud Webb?
No, why am I thinking Michael Cooper?
I played with Michael Cooper this past, let's see, last year in 2023.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Has he still got some game?
Yeah, he was running up and down. I don't know how old he is. I gotta think he's in the 60s.
Wow.
And he
Certainly
was
50.
moving pretty good.
Jaime Lloreda, by the way, at the other end, scored his first bucket of the game. Andres Ibargüen now gets his first points. 19-15 in favor of Boca.
How old did you say Michael Cooper is? You think he's 50?
I certainly in his 50s. Late 50s, I would think. If not over 60.
I always thought
I think he's over 60.
I always thought Cooper was older than Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan is, I think, 60. He's very close to 60 if he's not at 60.
If only there were a way we could look it up. Michael Cooper is 68.
That's what I said. I thought he was pushing 70. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
So if I can still run, I mean, he was running. I don't think he was sprinting, but he's so big and long that his jog is pretty fast. Yeah, it was an event with Michael Cooper, Muggsy Bogues, Mario Chalmers, and who was the one guy? I can't think of that guy. Is it Jerome Williams? He was the Junkyard Dog. Played with Toronto, I believe, and then also I think the Detroit Pistons for a while. He had a pretty long career, kind of like a six-man guy. I can't think of it. I should know him. I liked him when he played. But.
Float over in the paint, no good. That was Martin Cuello on the miss. Now here's Foster. Accelerates into the lane, high off the glass with the right hand. Pretty move by Gregory Foster. And we are tied at 19. Foster still jet quick at 35 years old. Lloreda slow to get up. Looks done the worse for wear. Handed back to Foster. Foster from just outside the right elbow. No, Lloreda gets the rebound. Now George Williams from 15, and that is good.
This is an example of an extra possession there on the tip out. They already took a shot, get the offensive rebound tip. William has a nice little dribble in pull up. One dribble pull up at the free throw line and gets the foul. That's the importance of not allowing offensive rebounds, because that tip still counts. You got to secure the defensive boards.
Williams completes the three-point play. And now Toros lead by 3. Seesaw first quarter here in Rio at the Tijuca Tennis Club. Long cross-court pass. And the shuffle of the feet by Franco Giorgetti. Foster picked up by Guerrero. Guerrero did not play last night. Foster outside to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Williams drives with the left hand. No. Rebound Lloreda. Foster. And a shot clock violation.
Yeah, there's
Foster
no buzzer
saying,
for the shot clock there.
Yeah, Foster saying, can I get some help? Yeah, I never heard anything. But your bench has to be looking at the shot clock.
Right.
That 3 is up and good. You need a Tim Sack on the bench there yelling red.
I
thought
Foster, he should have.
Not sure what happened here. Foster looks like he got hit in the face by Scala. Went down, and the official finally blew it dead. Did not see what happened. I don't think it was anything intentional by Scala. He immediately went over. That was Oscar Zafrine. Foster in traffic off the window, won't fall in. Now Boca looking for the lead back. Here comes Cooper outside, 3 on the way. Nope. Rebounded by Brian Lasso. think I mispronounced that name, Oscar Zephyrin.
I think that sounds right.
Nice pass out from Foster. Short jump shot won't fall in for Zephyrin, but he does draw the foul. 9.9 to play. We're tied at 22. Love these uniforms on Toros de Chiriquí.
I feel like that was a generous foul call for the shooter.
Yeah. I thought the same. But he missed the first free throw, so as they say, missed the second too. Yep. Scala gets it left side to Cooper. His three-pointer missed. The tip in, no good. And the first quarter comes to an end. Tied at 22. Entertaining first quarter.
Yeah, can't complain with the score. Nope.
No,
it's anybody's game, Craig.
It really is.
It's 0-0.
As we look at the shooting numbers, neither team tearing it up from outside, but both teams shooting pretty well from inside the arc. Don't forget, one more game coming up after this one tonight. Instituto taking on CDCL. CDC Leones. 10:10 local time in Cordoba, Argentina at Estadio Angel Sandrin. As we roll the first quarter highlights, 8:10 p.m. Eastern time tip-off in the USA. A lot of high energy. In that first quarter.
Yeah, we mentioned the fresh legs. I still think we've seen some teams get out and run a little bit more than what we've seen in the first half, too. But that's going to mean probably a few more turnovers. Actually, speaking of turnovers, if I may, a note about basketball math.
Yeah,
I mentioned earlier your offensive rebounds, and then a couple other things that I take into account in terms of giving the other team an opportunity to score, extra opportunities to score. You know, if I make a basket or miss a basket, the other team probably gets a chance to go down, play offense, and possibly score against us. Those are going to happen. You can't stop that. You have to give the ball to the other team when you score or miss.
Yeah.
Offensive rebounds. Then there's two types of turnovers. You got your dead ball turnover, your live ball turnover. Depending on the scenario, your live ball turnover could be the worst because potentially have no defense back, so you get your 2-on-1, 3-on-2. Then offensive rebounds, they're already there in their offense, and then your dead ball turnovers are last. That if I have to turn the ball over, like offensive rebound or turnover, dead ball turnover allows me to get all my players back and get into a defense and play. And even an offensive rebound, I might be kind of out of position. You see a lot of those kick out threes where everybody's kind of watching the ball, and then here's somebody out just ready to shoot.
.22 now, 9.5 minutes to play. Foster giving it up to Williams. Williams, shakes Guerrero. Can't get the shot to fall, though. Cooper from 13. That rolls in. Friendly shooter's roll there for Boca on Instituto's home floor. No, beg your pardon, on Flamengo's home floor.
Had a wide open shooter there on the left side after he got that reversal.
Foster splits the defense off the square and in. Neither team really able to run away from the other so far. Cooper kicks it out to Giorgetti. He launches the three. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Franco Giorgetti. He was 0 for 4 from the arc last night. Hits his first offering here tonight. And it's a 5-point lead for Boca. Coming up on 8 minutes to play, second quarter.
You're going to make the next one. That's the shooter's mentality.
Yeah. Pull up from outside the right elbow. No good for George Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Boca ball.
I think I had mentioned to you, too, if I, for example, just easy math, if I think I'm a 50% shooter, you know, if I think on average I shoot 50%, that means if I'm 0 for 4, I'm about to make 4 in a row. So, give me the ball. I'm ready.
Law of averages.
It's science, really. Math/science.
I was going to say it's a little more math than science, but...
Well, yeah, math is science, science is math. It's all the same, really. That's my opinion.
East is east and west is west.
Right.
Beauty,
I mean, yeah,
truth,
you keep going
truth,
to
beauty.
If you go east long enough, you'll end up in the west, you know? Too easy.
Third foul on Franco Giorgetti.
It's a universal truth, Greg. It's a universal truth.
This philosophy moment brought to you by Andrew Hunt.
We don't have a sponsor for the basketball philosophy segments yet. Is that?
We'll work on that.
That's good stuff. I mean,
yeah,
it applies worldwide.
Giorgetti sits
anywhere
down.
basketball is played.
Oh, they tried for the alley-oop inside to Alejandro Grant. But the defense is there. Now into the corner. Back outside of Pinheiro. Pass gets poked out of the paint. Here comes Ibargüen, and he scores. Andres Ibargüen, 6 points already, having himself another fine evening.
I don't know if you saw how far he buried his defender down there under the basket. He's working for that position before he even gets the ball. That's setting him up to be in a position of success when he catches.
Grant's turnaround over Cooper won't fall in. Now Boca looking to extend their biggest lead. The foul is going to be on Foster. Navarro into the corner for Foster for three. A little too long. Cooper getting the offense set up into the lane, kicking it out. Guerrero thought better of it. Inside to Ibargüen. He goes up. Oh, beautifully done with the left hand. He protects himself with the right, still takes a pop to the eye, but finishes with the left. He used that right arm to knock Foster out of the way, and Foster said, hey, what about that clear out? Ibargüen to the free throw line. Already got 8. Finished last night with 20. He was 4 of 6 from the stripe. We talked about one of those 2 misses was with 9/10 of a second left in the game, which would have tied it against Flamengo. Nobody home for that pass. It'll go into the backcourt, and that is a turnover for Toros. Points, the biggest lead of the game, as we have a timeout on the floor. Toros de Chiriquí, Flamengo right here in Rio, 7:40 p.m. local time, 5:40 Eastern in the U.S. And boy, lucky to escape last night. Great preview of the FIBA Women's AmeriCup coming up next year. Had the privilege of working a couple men's and women's AmeriCups. Those events are just tremendous. Doesn't get much better than that, certainly in the Americas. Three on the way from Cooper, no. Rebounded by Bell.
Well, you know where to find me when those come back around. You know, I'm available.
Had the privilege of actually being on site for the ones that I did. First ones were in Edmonton and Mexico City in 2015. Just tremendous experiences. We'll never forget those. Bounce pass inside to Ibargüen, too far, and it's a turnover. Here comes Joshua Lemon. He kicks it out. Three on the way. Splash! Adalberto Rojas gets his first bucket of the game. It's a tray. And Chiriquí back to within 6. Foul away from the ball. To Pinheiro. They leave him alone, so he shoots the three and makes him pay. Facundo Pinheiro says, leave me alone, will ya?
That's an easy out-of-bounds play right there.
Yeah.
Just go to the three-point line, we'll pass to you, you shoot.
Navarro. Those resets, and Grant misses. I mean, it seems to me at that end, Andrew, that when Toros miss a shot, they miss badly.
Yeah, it's difficult
a couple of efforts that were way off.
To me, that goes back to that flow of the offense. If I'm used to getting the ball moved around a little bit, I just get a better rhythm for the offense, and it helps me to potentially be in a better position if I do miss to get the second chance points. Just like there, we saw a quick 3 to 4 passes for a decent look at a shot against what I believe was his own.
Yeah, that was a nice setup for Delia. He just couldn't finish the deal. Now a long 3 on the way from Joshua Lemon. That rattles out. Delia the board. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fada. So glad you can be with us wherever you're watching from around the world. In South America on DirecTV, in the USA on FanDuel TV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. And Courtside 1891. Thanks so much for being with us. The foul's going to be on Juan Lewis. That's his first. Toros over the limit. Just 2 team fouls for Boca. So Cooper to the free throw line. Did not score last night. And the lead now 12.
Well, good trap. That was a beautiful trap. You'll see there, I mentioned this in one of our earlier games, earlier last week, however time works. That situation where they got that trap going, he's close enough to the center court line for a backcourt violation. He ends up stepping on the sideline. So it's almost as if you have 4 defenders with both those lines and 2 people trapping him. And just an effective, very effective trap that just occurred there.
Pinheiro scores again. He's got 8. He faked the pass, turned it, shot, drained it. Defensive pressure now by Boca. Nearly turned over. And then Ezekiel Bell gets fouled. That's going to be on Facundo Pinheiro. Hard to believe this window ends already tomorrow night. And then we are off until January 9th. Play January 9th through the 18th, it looks like.
I don't know if it's just that we've maybe had a higher margin of victory for these games, but this amount of games just seems like it has gone by faster than a similar amount of games that we had towards the final rounds last year. I don't think I was with you for the group play last year. So potentially we had more, more evenly matched games. Almost every game was very evenly matched, not huge margins of victory. But yeah, it seems like these have gone very fast.
Well, Group A did not play this time in this window, so that may make it seem like it's a little faster.
And also,
this round.
How many overtimes do we have between like the quarters and semis last year?
Guerrero hit a 3-pointer. And Boca now rolling. The lead is 19. A 13-0 run for Boca here. That finally comes to an end. It's a nice layup by Joshua Lemon. But Boca feeling it all of a sudden here in the last couple of minutes. Facundo Pinheiro went into the corner for Cooper. Nice ball movement by Boca. 3 on the way from Guerrero again, and that is good.
Everybody touched the ball. That shot came out of penetration from the left side, kicked to the corner, swung all the way back around to the left wing for a wide open 3-point shot.
Jaime Lloreda, the old man, says, I got some of that. Just a moment ago, Boca had their biggest lead of the game at 20. Pinheiro from 3-point range again. Facundo Pinheiro, 11 points. He's 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. And then a pretty finger roll at the other end for Joshua Lemon. We're getting back to what we saw early in the first quarter, Andrew. Teams running up and down the floor. Putting up points in bunches. Boca already has 30 points this quarter.
It's almost matching Toros' total for the game.
Putting up some Franca type numbers.
Yeah, I got to say, two big factors that I think dictate a win, if I'm looking at stats, is three-point efficiency. Now, not necessarily how many you shoot, but how good are you at shooting them. The amount goes up to, and then scoring in transition. If you're effective at one or both of those things, you're going to have some pretty convincing wins.
Reaching foul there on Sebastian Vega. Talking about three-point efficiency, how about that game last night? I think it was 48 three-pointers to set an NBA record.
48 made?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to research that. I think I saw in the college ranks, too, the Lady Vols made 30 threes, I believe, on their way to scoring like 139.
Yeah, it was the Mavs and the Warriors last night. 48 three-pointers.
Those would be two teams that if you had to tell me, guess which two teams. You got to remember the Mavs, before the Warriors became the three-point shooting, team. The Mavericks used to be the team that I thought with Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki and a couple other guys, they really hoisted the threes.
Yeah, Pop with the international players got used to that. Gonzalo Perez takes time out with his team rolling 52-36. After George Williams makes the two free throws. And Boca, they just look like they're playing with so much confidence right now. It's not that they played poorly last night in the loss to Flamengo. They hung with a very tough team, one of the favorites in this tournament. And now tonight, lots of success here in this first half. 30 points in this quarter. They've given up just 14. There's the three-pointer from the old man. And Facundo Pinheiro. Finger roll from Lemon. He's one of those youngsters for Chiriquí, just 20 years old. Vega gets it inbound to Guerrero. Pinheiro for three again. Splashes it again. Pinheiro, 14 points, 4 of 7 from three-point range. Toros holding for the final shot of the half. Foster on the drive. The floater won't go. Cuello up ahead to Delia from... Oh, boy, that looked like a goaltend. I think that ball was on its way down. In FIBA, you can wipe it off the rim. Oh, I'd sure like to take a look at that one again, but I thought that was on its way down. As Delia floated it from 14. Let's see.
Oh, he got it on the way up.
Call it a clean block by Joshua Lemon. So Lemon saves 2 points. And it is a 19-point lead for Boca. Look at Boca, 72% from 2-point range, 50 from 3-point range. Toros not shooting badly, but in that second quarter, Boca was on fire. Look at the assists for Boca. 19 assists. Pinheiro leading the way with his 14 points and 5 of 7 3-point shooting. Boca outscores Chiriquí in that second quarter 33-14. My goodness. That's an NBA quarter right there. Don't forget, one more game coming up later tonight. Instituto will take on CDC Leones. 10:10 p.m. local time in Cordoba, Argentina. On Instituto's home floor. It'll be 8:10 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. as we roll our first half highlights. And then the last game of this window tomorrow here in Rio at the Tijuca Tennis Club. Flamengo will host Toros de Chiriquí. 7:40 local time, 5:40 Eastern in the U.S. Let's see if I can look at the shot chart from that second quarter. Yeah, unfortunately, having some stat issues again, and stats for Boca not really registering.
That's the shot chart we're interested in.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I wanted to see Boca's shooting percentage in that second quarter alone. Boca overall 62% from the floor. My goodness. Not a lot of free throw shot in this one so far. Boca just 5 of 7. Toros 5 of 11. Andrew, in that second half coming up, what do Toros de Chiriquí have to do to slow down this Boca train?
Well, I mentioned in the open there, this is their first game, so if they can kind of get their legs under them, get used to playing at the pace here. They've looked a little slow. I don't know if that's how much time they've had off between their last time playing, or just the competition that they're up against having already a game under their belt. But that's going to help them, and then they're going to have to just they had a lot of transition turnovers that Boca was able to take advantage of. If they can limit that, try to create some of their own, they're going to have to do quite a bit. They're down by a large margin, so there's no simple, easy thing. They're going to have to grind it out for 2 more quarters.
55-36 the score at halftime. Boca leads Toros de Chiriquí. He's Andrew Hunt. I'm Craig Fada. We are back live from Rio with second half action in just a few moments. 2024-25 BCL Americas tournament between Boca Juniors of Argentina and Toros de Chiriquí of Panama. Boca with a big second quarter, leads 55-36 coming out of halftime. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fada. Thanks so much for joining us. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of this big wide world of ours on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Portside 1891. Arguin pulls down the rebound after the first miss. Pinheiro in a big first half for Boca. That pass tipped out of bounds. Quick hands by Alejandro Grant. 9 on the shot clock for Boca. They were trying to find Facundo Pinheiro in the corner. They find him there. That one just short. Toros running. Now they get the offense set. That three is good. Adalberto Rojas. They do need him to get going. He's got 6. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. He's their leading scorer in Panama League play. And he's 5th in the league overall at 17.4 points per game. Now Guillermo Navarro goes down hard, but pops right back up. Looked like it was going to be worse than it was.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how he ended up there. I was looking at, I thought the player that lost the ball there had double dribble, which the other team was also calling for. And I just kind of missed how Navarro took a topple there.
Yeah, I didn't see him till he hit the floor. Getting the perspiration cleaned up on the floor. And now we are back underway. Williams hands it off. Navarro back to Williams. Pops from 16 along the baseline. That rattles out, and here comes Boca. I beg your pardon. Andres Ibargüen with the left-hand jam. We saw a couple of those from him last night against Flamengo. He's got 10 now on 5 of 6 shooting. He's reached half of his total from last night. Now George Williams. Got some help from Rojas. That shot was blocked. Vildosa. Excellent defense by Guillermo Navarro, but Boca gets it back. Pinheiro thought about launching another 3. Now with Ibargüen, left-handed in. Ibargüen now with 12, and the lead back to 20.
He's so smooth with how he navigates his footwork, takes very efficient with his movements. On that one, didn't have to take a dribble or an extra step. Just move the ball to avoid the defender and put it off the glass.
That was Ezekiel Bell who drained the jump shot and then came down on Ibargüen's foot, drawing the foul. Ezekiel Bell will go to the free throw line. 0 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Completes the three-point play. lead down to 17. First of 2 games tonight. The next one will take place in Cordoba, Argentina, 10:10 p.m. local time between Instituto and CDC Leones. Leones lost last night to Franca, 88-64. Franca back to their old selves. And then tomorrow, final game of this window. Flamengo on their home floor right here. They'll take on Toros de Chiriquí. But Los Toros have some work to do tonight. They're going to get back into this one. Pinheiro for Cooper. Nice ball movement by Boca. Just so patient on offense all night long. Scala loses it, but it goes off of Lloreda, and it'll stay with Boca, 5 to shoot.
We had a similar situation last night where once you get that lead, it allows you to be even more patient on offense. That momentum, there's like a sense of calm of we don't really have to force anything, and that just gets you more quality looks and going to keep that shooting percentage pretty high. I don't know if they'll keep 67 for the game. That's impressive, but
Scala misses from 3-point range. Boca will retain possession. Yeah, we saw that last night with Leones against Franca. They started off shooting the ball not so good from outside, and it just got worse from there as the deficit ballooned. They just had to jack 3-pointers up on every possession. And they weren't getting great shots off because they were in such a rush to try to score. Nice job by Greg Foster on the offensive glass. Williams over to Navarro. Back to Foster for 3. Tremendous job by Ibargüen boxing out Lloreda. Oh, Cooper with the English off the square. I didn't know how he was going to do that, Andrew. He was straight on when he made his attack, brought his hand off to the side and spun it off the glass.
And everybody at this level should have on their repertoire.
Foster with the finger roll. Yeah, I mean, I know everybody knows how to spin it off the glass at this level, but that was particularly impressive, I thought. It almost looked like he was from the left side of the basket and was still able to spin it off the right side. Scala with the reach in. Don't harsh the buzz, man. It was a good shot.
I'm like, yeah, sure. No.
Third foul on Santiago Scala, so he has a seat. Inside 5.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Foster, little hesitation move, gives it up inside to Navarro, comes up short, rebounded by Delia. Wide open 3, straight through once again. That time it was Martin Cuello. And Joshua Chambers wants timeout with his team down again by 20. Lead back to 20 for Boca Juniors over Toros de Chiriquí. 64-44, 5:06 to play, third quarter. And it seems like every time Toros seem to start to put something together, Boca just comes roaring right back.
Yeah, we talk about game of runs. That's what basketball is. When you've got a nice 20-point or so cushion, you can take a 10-point run and then put one of your own on, like I said, without being too worried. So it allows them to just, I don't know if I can overstate how nice it is to play with a lead.
Foster with a pretty pull-up from 13 feet. He's got 10 now. Vildosa to Cuello. Back outside to Vildosa. Open three. Splash! Jose de Vildosa. Lead now 21. It's almost like everything that Toros do, Boca does just a little bit better the next time down the floor. Bell misses the three, gets the long rebound, and the follow by Foster is there. He's got a dozen. Pinheiro for three. He almost expected that one to go in.
Yeah, inside-outside motion. Just a little bit fast stepping into that one. He was still running pretty good. Makes it a little more difficult.
Foster to Lloreda for three. That is good. Second three-pointer of the night for Jaime Lloreda. And he's got 8. Lead is 16. Delia gets it outside. Another three. Short. Toros trying to put a little something together. 3:10 to play in this third quarter. Lloreda working on Delia. Fades away. Short. Vildosa the rebound. Tried a little pick and roll there, but it wasn't there. Now the three again, my goodness. Vildosa hits. He's 2 for 2 from the arc. Lead back to 19. Williams puts up a three of his own. That is no good, but he draws the foul.
As much as you never want to foul a three-point shooter, you definitely don't with this kind of lead. You're just stopping the clock, letting them take three shots on the goal. Like, let's just keep things moving. I'd almost rather like give up a layup to keep the clock running than the foul on a three-point shot.
Williams has 12. He's 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Sorry. 5 of 6 now.
How do you feel about that, Craig? It's all your fault.
I don't believe in the broadcaster jinx one bit.
Well, according to science, it just happened to you. So, as I explained earlier, my understanding of science and maths.
What is it? Causality does not imply correlation, or correlation does not imply causality, or something?
The second one, yeah. Just
because I said it didn't make it so. Oh, rejected. Joshua Lemon got up there and stuffed Marcos Delia.
What is his height listed as? Because you see him on the floor, he doesn't look like one of the look. I mean, look at that. He's up at the same point as I believe Evans there.
Joshua Lemon is listed at 5'11".
Okay. I believe that to be accurate.
Foster with the layup off the nice feed.
He's got some bunnies, as we say. He can get up.
Rebound Williams. By the way, that was Alejandro Grant with the great pass on the layup by Foster. Foster puts the brakes on, kicks it out, has his pass tipped out of bounds by Jose Vildosa. Will remain Toros ball with 6 on the shot clock. Inside of a minute 30 to play in this third quarter. Left-hand runner won't go for Williams. Toros, every time they've made a little bit of headway, Boca just either hit a 3 or a couple of buckets in a row. They were down by 19, down by 15 now, so made just a little bit. And that foul is going to be on Grant. So Franco Giorgetti to the free throw line. He was 2 of 2 last night from the stripe. And I don't know about you, Andrew, but look at that molten ball that FIBA plays with, that multicolor ball with that distinctive cream-colored pattern that forms that kind of wide X on the side.
Right.
I mean, it's not as flashy as the old ABA red, white, and blue ball, but this ball is just so sharp. I've thought that for 10 plus years, ever since I started covering FIBA back in 2015. It doesn't look like something you buy at a grocery store or something cheap. It's very classy, and it's not distracting, you know?
Right. It provides, I know for the viewer, I like to watch, I think it gives you a better opportunity to see, like when the shot is made, when somebody shoots.
The rotation on the shot.
See the backspin? Yeah, the rotation, there we go. Because when the ball's all the same color, it's kind of hard to see, did they really rotate the ball to where they've got the laces?
And you see that ball, you know it's a FIBA game.
That too.
I mean, lots of other leagues around the world use that ball because that's what is used in international play. But you see that ball, you think FIBA.
Yeah, I've used that ball and a professional, like an NBA ball. I think the FIBA ball has more grip to it as well. You'll notice if anybody viewing this, if you've never used either ball, if you use a youth ball, a college ball, something like that, considerably less grip on a professional basketball of either sort, the molten or the. Did NBA switch now? I think they use a different. I always thought they used to use Spalding, but
they switched about 20 years ago, and then they went to a synthetic ball, and the players all complained, and they went back to the leather ball after like 2 weeks.
Yeah, leather is preferred. I believe the moltens are leather. I don't know. I've had a couple and I liked them. I assume they were leather. If I'm wrong, then whatever they're made of, I like.
Sebastian Vega commits his third foul. Yeah, when they went to that synthetic ball in the NBA, that was 18 years ago, 20 years ago. The players were all complaining that it was so grippy that it was cutting their fingertips. Shaq hated it in particular. Steve Nash hated it. And then they said when it got wet, it wasn't grippy anymore. It was more slippery than the leather ball.
Now, I've heard the opposite about the traditional basketballs. The more wet it gets, it actually gains some grip. I don't know if I have an opinion about that. I don't know if I have an opinion about that with the FIBA ball. I don't know if I can recall enough times playing with it in a real game where I have an opinion on the matter. I also, what the viewers may not know about me, I'm not a guy that's a catch and shoot guy at the 3-point line or dribbling up the court. I don't handle the ball a whole lot, so I'm usually gripping that thing, and there's not a little bit of touch, but that's just around the rim if I'm doing anything. So the grip on the ball isn't really much of a concern to me.
Third quarter comes to an end with Boca Juniors on top, 73-59. Toros de Chiriquí making a little bit of headway, cutting the lead down to 14. Certainly within striking distance in the fourth quarter for Joshua Chambers and his team. Toros, their best point output of this game, 23 points after putting up 22 in the first quarter, but they outscored Boca by 5 in that quarter. Still some work to do as we roll the highlights from this third quarter. There's another dunk by Andres Ibargüen. We saw a couple of those last night. Foster and Pinheiro having themselves nice nights. Dosa for 3 there. There's the old man, Jaime Lloreda, one of his 2 3-pointers. There's that block by 5'11" Joshua Lemon. Cuello into Delia, now to Vega. Puts up the circus shot. They wanted to travel, but instead a foul called. I think that was no travel.
Yeah, if anything, you call that your gather step. I could even maybe make the argument that first quote step, he hadn't really gained possession quite yet. It was pretty tough to see.
Both free throws good for Sebastian Vega. The 36-year-old having himself another solid game. Gregory Foster scores again. He's got 18. Pass intercepted by Alejandro Grant. Foster, right hand won't go, but the offensive rebound grabbed by Lemon. Back up top to Lloreda for 3. Missed that one badly. Not sure that's the shot you wanted there, but Lloreda can shoot it.
Yeah, he's made a few, so it's like, well, sometimes in a time like this when I'm down, I'm like, yeah. I was like, I got a shot. We got, he made
Yeah.
shots. He took one, maybe not great in the offense, but like, I'm gonna need some points somehow. So
Lemon to Joreda. Working on Delia. Delia has no chance to keep Jaime Joreda out of the paint. Flips it up and in. So Jaime Joreda trying to get three the old school way.
yeah, I'll say I like this better.
Yeah. I'll take that matchup all day long. I don't think Marcos Delia, even at 6'10", 209 centimeters, has any prayer to keep Jaime Joreda out of the paint. Joreda now with 10. Cannot convert the three-point play. Lead is 14. When do we start doing the math, Andrew Hunt, to try to figure out when it starts to become panic time for Toros? Certainly not yet. Another steal.
If I'm down 10 points or more going into the fourth, I'm pretty close to panic. So I feel like they've probably kind of been there. I'll say we need to play with a sense of urgency at that point.
Williams fouled. So he will go to the line for two. 9 of 10 from the stripe here tonight. The one miss, of course, my fault. He had been 5 for 5 until I pointed that out. Although, to be fair, the graphic came up on the screen saying he was 5 for 5 before I said anything. So,
but if nobody reads a graphic in the woods, does it still make a sound? So it's just I get it. It's tough to argue with me. I have a lot of knowledge, so
but if you're watching a no-hitter in baseball, and at the end of an inning you put up the traditional runs, hits, and errors, and it shows no hits, it's still kind of the same thing. But they blame the play-by-play guy for saying the word no-hitter.
You just have to act dumb, though. What is that? Like, oh,
that's
no
not
hits.
difficult for me.
Yeah,
Scala
you just always no hits. It doesn't become a no-hitter until it's complete. So if it's in the 7th inning, it's just, well, there's no hits yet, And then as soon as that 27th, well, you don't know until it's done, you see, until the 27th out is recorded with no hits. Now it is a no-hit, you see. That's how you get around that one. I've almost convinced myself.
I could tell you were really trying to sell it.
It's making more and more sense in my head the more I talk about it.
Right-hand floater won't fall in for Vega. He gets it back in the corner, and the offense resets. Now some jostling under the basket draws a whistle. I don't think there was a foul called. Not one on the score sheet. Vega stripped on his way into the lane. Scala His left-hand layup misses, rebounded by Grant. Grant brings it up himself, gets it to Navarro. Inside 7 minutes to play, the lead down to 12. Navarro outside to Lemon for three. Had a good look at it. That would have made it interesting, getting it down to 9.
Definitely.
Let's see how Boca responds. Stolen away by Grant. And are they going to call that an unsportsmanlike? No, just a common foul. There was a defender behind the play. So I think that's a good no call. But that's going to be 4 on Santiago Scala. Kind of a funny substitution horn here at Tijuca Tennis Club. Sounds kind of like a Volkswagen horn.
It's a strangely specific thing to know what it sounds like.
Guillermo Navarro to his right, driving. Guerrero cuts him off. Feet underneath to Lloreda. And Toros turn it over. That's 2 opportunities they had at the other end to get this down to 10 or even 9 points. Instead, it's back to 14 on the bucket by Pinheiro, and he's got 16.
You know, on that last possession, they passed up 2 pretty good looks at a shot. We're at the point now, early in the game, I say, hey, let's find the best shot. Now I'm saying the first good one you get, let's take a look at it because we're down. We need points.
And Pinheiro again from outside. Beg your pardon, that was Sebastian Vega. 4 of 6 from three-point range now for Vega. And Joshua Chambers wants timeout. Oh, tantalizingly close. They had a good look at a three-pointer from the corner that would have gotten it down to 9. And instead, it is back to 17. So let's see what Joshua Chambers draws up here after the timeout. Inside 5.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Navarro to Lloreda. Lloreda working on Ibargüen. It's a little too deep, has to work his way back out. Finally does, but couldn't get the shot to go. Now at the other end, Juan Guerrero. He's got 8. Navarro pushed out near midcourt. Shot clock at 5. Navarro commits the foul, and Andrew, I think the wind kind of looks like it's come out of the sails of Toros.
Yeah, eventually. What? Did we see that object fly across the court too? I don't know. Am I seeing stuff? Anyway.
No, I thought I saw something too.
Yeah, I was like, what is
it was
that?
between. I think it was between the camera and the court.
Okay. Okay. So maybe not anything above the court, just could be
Right.
bugged or anything that just. I got you. Okay. All right. Gonna bust out my tin cap, talk about some UFOs. Yeah, no, you make a run, and if things start to slow down or the team you're playing against just continually takes the hits that you're giving them and keeps going like Boca has been doing here, you eventually just kind of run out of steam. You say, oh, gee, I keep giving them everything we got, we make some progress, and then they just come back and run 5 or 6 points off on us in a row. And it gets tiresome pretty quickly. After 2 or 3 of those, you'd like to just lay down and take a nap.
Bargwin missed a tough shot there. Now he's only shooting 70% from the floor. Foster kicks it out. I'm not sure if that was blocked or Navarro pulled it down because he saw the defender coming.
Yeah, I want to see the call here. Well, so he dribbles the ball like that. Now, now technically, I think once he touches it, that's a double dribble. But they blew the whistle before he ever touched it. I was like, you kind of got to wait for something to happen here. That's like if the ball goes into the backcourt but nobody's touched it yet.
Right.
You don't blow the whistle till the
it either goes out of bounds or
exactly, or goes out of bounds.
Exactly. Beg your pardon, Bargwin again. 16 points. He had 20 last night. Oh, the alley-oop just a little bit too high for Alejandro Grant. Toros get it back. Foster. He's got 20. Guerrero gives it up to Bargwin. Out to Vega for 3. That missed. And Bargwin the rebound. And Bargwin says, all right, let's get our feet here. Now Vildosa for 3. Missed that one wide right. But all Scott Norwood on that one. Now Foster pulls up from 14. Missed. Vildosa around at Bargwin. Vildosa tried the pocket pass. Now Grant. Little running jump hook. That won't go. Grant fouled at the other end. Minute 50 to play. Boca by 21. Grant has not shot a free throw in this game, so he hasn't missed. Hits his first offering there. He's 1 of 7 overall from the floor.
You're tempting fate, Craig.
And 39 to play. A Bargwin again. Oh, that was going to be a highlight reel dunk over a pair of defenders. Instead, it'll be 2 free throws. Arguin now 17. Make it 18. One more bucket. He ties his output from last night. A couple of 20-point games. That'll get you on the all-tournament team. At least an early front runner to be on it. Working a little bit of clock now. Nicholas Stenta into the game for the first time, as is Tiziano Prome. Arguin tried to get the rebound, poked out of bounds by Bell. And Boca will get another look at it. And we'll go to the review to see who it actually went off of. Look at it here. Again, our officials for this game: Johnny Batista of Puerto Rico, Alan Dos Santos of Brazil, and Edwin Quiles of Puerto Rico. Ball goes out of the frame. Let's see if we get a better look at it here.
I mean, the initial look, I thought he was fouled. See there, I mean.
I think that's off of Arguin.
Yeah, but if he gets fouled on the rebound, it should be dead ball Boca.
So you think there was a foul on the rebound?
Let's see, what's their call? I mean,
Toros ball.
Yeah, Boca doesn't really care at this point because they're up by 21. But yeah, I guess it's just depending on, did he get fouled after he'd already kind of hit the ball out? I don't know, because yeah, it doesn't look like Toros got a hand on that one.
Lemon missed, which sounds like the tasty South American drink, Lemon Mist. Franco Giorgetti gets 2 more. He's got 6. Lead is 23. I think that's the biggest of the game. Now the alley-oop.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Joshua Lemon getting way up there. Not able to dunk it, but still. Jumped like he had rockets in his shoes. Comes down with that rebound with 7 seconds to play. Lemon all the way himself, trying to get it to Ezekiel Bell. And this one will go final. A strong effort as we look at that replay by Joshua Lemon, going way up there at 5'11". I think he hit his forearm on the rim. Boca outscores Toros 19-12 in that fourth quarter. And they finish with a 21-point lead, 92-71. Look at the assists for Boca, sharing the ball very well. Foster leads all scorers, 20 for Toros. Ibargüen another strong game, 18 points after having 20 last night. Jaime Lloreda, the old man, scores 10, had a couple of three-pointers. As we go to the highlights in just a moment. One more game coming up after this one. Instituto will take on CDC Leones in Cordoba, Argentina. 10:10 p.m. local time. 8:10 p.m. Eastern in the U.S. And then one more game tomorrow to close out this window. Flamengo on their home floor will host Toros de Chiriquí as they try to rebound from this loss to Boca. That game will take place at 7:40 p.m. local time here in Rio, 5:40 Eastern in the U.S. Andrew, just a solid all-around effort for Boca. They were not looking in their rearview mirror after the disappointment last night to Flamengo. Andres Ibargüen certainly didn't let it bother him with another 18 points. Facundo Pinheiro lit it up from outside, and Boca really just rolled in this one.
I think they must have heard my inspirational quote in the pregame, and that really...
Which one? You had so many.
Well, yeah, they were probably really worried until they heard those words of comfort, and then they said, you know what? We can really do this, and they did, and I'm proud to see the effort.
Again, the final score, 92-71. Boca moves to 1-1 in group play. Toros drops their first game in BCL Americas action. Again, Toros tomorrow night right back here to take on Flamengo. And we will have that one for you. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fada, saying thanks for watching and so long for now.